Welcome to the locker room.
It's your boy Kenji,
and Santiago.
and we at it again.
Yes, sir. Man, I want to talk about this slavery under freedom. Pardon my voice, got a little sore.
It's all good.
Yeah, man,
you gotta grind it out anyway.
Put it in there, man. But I want to talk about how we live in America. Kenji, and I see a lot of people. They don't really understand the freedom that we have, but they also don't understand that you got to fight for a whole different kind of freedom. Which is financially freedom, to be financially free. And I see a lot of people, and they think that just because they have a nice car, a nice house, they still don't understand that, hey, you still have a boss. You still have somebody telling you what to do, when to do it, how to go to the bathroom, what time you should take in the bathroom, what time you should take lunch, and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that having a job is wrong, but ultimately, you want to be free. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. Yeah, I think you're dead on with that. I think this is a situation or an issue a lot of us go through at some point in life, and it's funny that you brought this up because I kind of had a situation with two young guys that I kind of mentor, and both of them they kind of work for the same company, and they were going to school, working a job. Obviously, they're going to school for a career they feel like they're going to do long term. But they actually just got promotions at the jobs that they're at right now, and they both, because of the promotion that they got into this manager's position, it requires so much of their time. It requires a lot of their off time as well, and they constantly getting phone calls because it's a sales position. So obviously, sales management, they're always about the numbers, about this particular store, this particular industry hitting their goals as far as that store is concerned. So both of these gentlemen, they were actually in school, and once they got that promotion just recently, they both were like, man, we're not going to be able to go to school now because of the hours they need to put in at the place, how many hours they require to be there. Like I said, it's a performance-based position, so they got to produce, and they got to get the teams to produce. But they gave up something they was going to school for, something they was going long-term for, that they wanted to actually do with their lives because they got this promotion at their job. And now it's like these people are telling them what they can and can't do, where they need to be at, constant emails, text messages, things of this sort. And it's like, man, they got it and they bought into the hype, because they got plastered all over the company email boards, got plastered all over the company's group me. We like to congratulate such and such for this, for the promotion, being promoted here and promoted there. And they bought into the hype. It's all a smoke screen, because when you look past it, what they got promoted to still won't deliver the lifestyle that they really want for themselves. So they bought into the hype of the congratulations. They got, all the recognition that they got. But when you look at the numbers, it's not there. It doesn't provide the lifestyle that they want. And then you think about all the time that they've been asked to put in for something that's not going to produce long term. And that bothers me.
Yeah. I mean, most people, because that seemed like after they got that high of, hey, everybody congratulating them, once they got down off that high, they got kicked back to reality, and they basically add another shackle onto their chain.
Yeah.
It's hard because I know people don't really understand what it means to be financially set, and some people don't. It's too big of, it's too large of a number. It's too out there. Like nobody they know has ever retired or at least stopped working like at 33 or 34 because, of course, you're still going to work and you're still going to grind, but to the point where you can say, you know what, if I don't want this, I can leave it and still be good for the rest of my life.
Right.
And there's very few people. I mean, we know very few people that can do that. But it's just a simple fact that when you have the opportunity or somebody comes up to you with an opportunity to set your life straight, what is it in their mindset that stops them from saying, okay, this is the difference between being free and actually being free.
Right. I think we've been taught for so long in society that this is the way things should go.
Right.
And we've been taught for a certain type of person that comes from a certain type of lifestyle.
Right.
This is what success looks like for you.
Right.
And they bought into that. So we've been told our whole lives, go to school, good grades, go to college,
right.
get a career,
right.
buy a house, have a family. And that's what success looks like to a certain number of people.
Right.
But you gotta, who's been selling this?
Yeah.
The people that's been selling you this on this idea,
right.
What does their lifestyle look like?
Well, I think sometimes the people who tell you are the people who run the schools.
Right.
Because I can tell you, hey, if you come to my school, you know, you'll get a good job. Right. But if you get a good job or not, it really don't matter to me. You give me my money,
right.
and if not, I'm gonna garnish your wages until you give me my money.
Right.
You know, so that's gangster right there.
It is. And it's, to me, it's school, you know, this job thing situation. I mean, it's probably, for me, is one of the biggest Ponzi schemes out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because you think about it, I mean, it's set up and we keep running in these cycles and not really, you know, getting the level of freedom that we want. Now, if you got a job and you like it and that job gives you a significant level of significance and fulfillment, and it's paying the bill. No, I don't want to say it's paying the bill. It's giving you the lifestyle that you want.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do that. But it's a lot of people, we just settle.
Right.
You know, and I ask a lot of people, how you know you're not settling?
Right.
How do you know you're not worth more? How do you know you can't accomplish more?
Right.
You know, I always tell people, like, what do you really want out of life? What do you want? Right? And the moment they tell me, I can let them know immediately. At that point, you really don't know what you want.
Right.
I don't think a person really knows what they want until they understand what's available.
Right. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Until you have a full, total awareness of what's available, you really don't know what you want.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like if me and you got in the car right now and we start driving down the street and I said, you know, what you want to eat? And all you see is Taco Bell, McDonald's, and Burger King. You're going to pick one of those three.
Right.
Why? Because you think that's all available.
Right.
Right? But you didn't know I was willing to take you to the Cheesecake Factory.
Right.
You didn't know I was willing to take you to the best steakhouse here in Houston.
Right.
Right? You didn't know I was willing to take you to a 5-star restaurant. Right? But the moment you are aware that I'm willing to take you there, what you want change, right?
It changes, yeah.
It changes, right?
Yeah.
Why? But you wanted a burger, right? You wanted McDonald's.
Right.
Right? You wanted Burger King. But now all of a sudden you don't want it. Why is that?
Yeah.
Because now you're aware
right.
that something else is available.
Right. That makes so much sense.
That makes sense.
Man, that's good.
So,
that's good.
I mean, it was the same thing with me growing up in small town Ohio. There, the good jobs was in factory work. So, there's a lot of factory work, industrial type of community that I grew up in. And the good jobs there were Heinz Ketchup, Whirlpool, and a variety of different other factories that catered to the auto industry. And if you were able to land a job in one of those three areas, Heinz, Whirlpool, whatever, making $16 an hour, like that was success in that community.
Yeah.
You hit it. So me coming out of high school and seeing the people who I thought were successful had those jobs, that's what I wanted too.
Right, because that's all you saw.
That's all I saw, right? Like I wanted that. But if you come to me now, I don't want a job at Whirlpool. I don't want a job in a factory anymore.
Nope.
Why?
Never hand them out to you.
Why? Because now I'm aware
right.
that there's something else out there available.
Right.
And the moment you get totally in tune with what's out there, what's available to you, then you can really make a decision on what you want. Right?
Right.
And I think that's the thing. So I think we have to get to a position where we understand what's really available to us, and not put caps and limits on our thinking. And not allow other people to put caps and limits on our thinking and saying this is all you're worth. This is what success looks like for you. Right. No, I think we have to go out, determine what success looks like for ourselves, and we have to go out there and we have to know without a shadow of a doubt that I can have that, that I can attain that, that I can have it all. I can have time, money, and the ability to go do what I want to do, the way I want to do it, with who I want to do it with. Right. The moment you get to that point where you really know that in the core of your soul, then you start to experience mental freedom.
Right.
Right?
That's where it starts.
Right? So you got to get that mental freedom first, and then you'll start to put in action the things you need to do to make sure you get financially free.
Right.